There's plenty of these on the internet. There's some things I've seen on the internet that just I wish I didn't know about. I'm pretty sure you're down that path too. Like there's some things like the little breadcrumbs, and you were just like, huh, I wonder what that's all about. Oh!
I'm desensitized to a lot of stuff nowadays, but I definitely remember instances like the last time I remember something for sure was probably back in college. I definitely saw some stuff that I'm just like, could have done without that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's content that is not going to be on this video that I'm thinking of. So.
Oh, you want to know the one for me? Someone put down the breadcrumbs in Rick's, Simpoppy Rick, by the way, his Discord. Someone put it down there, and turns out it was just like, dude, Cardi B's thirsting over this like tall, lanky white boy. I'm like, what? They showed a tweet. It was interviewing this like really tall dude. He was like talking about, oh yeah, I make like $40,000 to $80,000 a month off of OnlyFans. Cardi B then responded to that video with a picture of the Alaskan bullworm from SpongeBob. To which I was like, wonder what the hell that's all about. And then I clicked a few links, and I come across this man holding onto his unit next to a wine bottle. And it's basically the same circumference. I'm like, I've seen too much. I wish I'd never known. It's terrifying to think about, just like the stuff that's out there on the internet. But thankfully, if you are ever curious about the oddly terrifying things of the internet, there's a subreddit for that. And they made a video chronicling some of the most oddly terrifying things. And it is images I wish I hadn't seen. This is by MK. Let's check it out.
Tibetan shaman wearing a skull mask. Wearing a mask. What the hell? No, I don't. No, I don't. Yeah, no. If that thing, if he came running at me wearing that at 2 o'clock in the morning, it would end either with a lot of casings on the ground.
It definitely looks like something that would be after you for a horror game,
yeah. Also, it would result in that, yes.
Miles away, needing a new pair of pants. A convening of birds. I don't like it. You don't like it because they're spaced out, like barcodes or packets, or coded messages to the others. Don't worry, they're not here from Desert Bluffs. Just worry the normal amount. And now, the weather. This nightmare at my local PBS station. Good Lord.
Big Bird, no. Oh my God. Big Bird hit the crack pipe too hard, man.
So say that looks like Big Bird if he was in a horror game coming after you.
He's like, yeah, he's...
Imagine turning on the light in the hallway in Five Nights at Freddy's and seeing that staring at you.
And he just comes down the hallway like at you really slow. He's just like, who stole Snuffy? I want my friend back. Where is Snuffy? And then just snaps your neck.
He looks like a Monday. Why is he wearing a Wizard of Oz Dorothy dress? What in the goddamn hell? That's not Big Bird. That's an oversized breadstick they stuffed into a dress, stapled a beak onto, and gave it just enough sentience to stand on its own. It moves around at night. Abandoned real estate in Poland. Finally, a solution to the affordable housing crisis.
Well, that looks badass.
Ghost buildings.
I would
that
want.
Totally are,
okay,
are,
I want to film a horror movie there, man. I want to film a horror movie there.
It looks like we're on a set of Rose Red or something.
Yeah, dude. I would film there, and I would make it to where it basically would be like you're going there as a family member who is inheriting an estate, and in order to claim the estate, you must see the estate. And I know it's basically just like a basic horror movie setup, but dude, you can't have a more perfect real-life horror movie scenario right in front of you.
Where do you lived in? If you're non-corporeal, do you pay rent? Actress Faye Dunaway, 1968.
Oh, no.
It's a legs with a heads. She looks like AI tried to draw her. Yeah. Actually, honestly, I'm sure there are plenty of casting.
Faye Dunaway back in the 60s, dude, Bonnie and Clyde, she was a stunner in that flick. This was right before that. This was right before her big break. And that's such an odd photo. The black background, the black shirt matching. It's basically just...
Looks like she's leaning like all the way forward onto her legs.
Well, she could. She was really skinny back then.
Opportunities
she
for
still
like
was
just
for
a
a long
walking
time.
2 legs and a head with a detachable hand crab. That definitely sounds like it would give some room for creative freedom. We realized that we could imprint our faces into our blanket. I was like, yes, that's how all blankets work. Oh, you have a high definition blanket. Lovely. Man, if you can find the store where you bought these and do this to all of them, I will pay you good money. A blood red alkaline lake in Kenya. I have to look this up because I thought that would, whoa. I flipped to the image just as I was about to look it up. That's cool. Okay, OP is referring to alkaline here, at least as far as my initial Google could tell. Not hating on the spelling, just making sure I wasn't about to miss something. That's so pretty. I would go there if it didn't involve like travel. Travel is awful. This boardwalk in my neighborhood. You have a boardwalk in your, oh, that's not quite what I'm used to when I hear the term.
That we got one of those down at Sugar Hollow. It's got the like railing on the sides, but still very nice.
Yeah,
Boardwalk,
it's
but all right.
about one level in mist.
Oh God, you're right.
That's pretty. Why is that creepy? This just looks like a cool path through like marshlands. No, I like this. This is cool. Bozo the Clown visits the Oompa Loompas on the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory set, 1971. The Oompa Loompas were already right on the edge of being creepy. I think they just barely skirted that edge. But you had Bozo in the middle of there, and good Lord Almighty, we got ourselves some nightmare fuel. None of
I need to send that picture to Kate. She will have nightmares.
these are leaves. Oh, no. Nope.
Yeah.
Kill it. Nope. Nope.
That's
nope.
awesome, dude. Come on. There's nothing wrong
Leave
with that.
them alone.
Leave the buggos alone. Let them crawl. That's awesome. Look at that. Stick bug and then leaf bugs. Look at that. It's so awesome.
Why is it so big? My grandpa with the Easter Bunny in 1950. Oh no. Oh God.
Oh.
Your grandpa looks concerned. Rightly so. Hello, I am Peter Cottontail. Yeah, this thing hopped into our living room and gave us baskets of candy. What? This thing just, I don't want the candy. I don't care.
I
I
don't
collect
trust
playing
that candy
cards. That's
anymore.
actually kind of cool.
No.
My girlfriend has a collection too. Nope. God, we had a bunch of bugs, and then oh God,
Now we're on
no,
the
thank
teeth.
you. I can't
kinda
dentists.
metal.
That's awful.
Honestly, dude, I think your girlfriend is... Hey, if your girlfriend's a dentist, that's awesome. But be like, hey, so how long have you been practicing dentistry? She's like, what do you mean practicing dentistry? Okay, well, it was very nice to meet you. I am going to move about 6 states away now. Bye.
A cave with huge natural crystals. That threw me off for like a good 3 seconds. That orange guy in the dead
Seen that
center looked
picture
like some sort
before?
of tiny medical device. Like, I don't know, like some sort of high-vis thing with like a
It
little
is ridiculous.
inhaler or something. And I was trying to scale everything in the picture mentally to that until I noticed the other guy crawling through and my brain just rebooted. I don't see that as being oddly terrifying though. Like that's just really cool. Like that's hard to comprehend on a scale.
It's because it's oddly terrifying because that is gargantuan compared to humans. Like, think about that. Think about the scope and scale of that compared to the humans that are occupying them. These are bog standard, average sized humans next to literal columns of crystal. This is like something out of a damn movie. That's the Roomba. The Roomba's on a rampage.
Level, but
It's
that to
really
me
loud
that's
right
not
now.
scary. Someone in the cult sub found these cards around North London. Heavenly friends, Ashtar Sharon, Lord Jesus Christ, beam with love. Sorry. Caution! Saurians from Hells want to chip you. Chips. I like chips. And things soon to enslave you. The solution? Petition! We will not be chipped. Oh, but I want chips. Opening of the heart. Elimination of inner evils. Like, literally? Look, the rest of your, like, you have no idea what kerning is, do you?
No, they
like,
don't.
You just went straight to the slider for text spacing and just had a seizure on it. Pass it on, others. Space. Exclamation point. I'm not usually this much of a grammar nut, but I will edit the hell out of this. Stop RFID. Would you stop things from emitting electromagnetic frequencies? Just stop it. Oh my god, there's more. This is amazing.
Oh,
we
God.
love you and help you out. Legolas in space holding the starfish or something. That dude is commander of the Grand Cosmic Squadron. That's very descriptive. Just
Wow.
I don't know what the people who made this stuff were smoking, but I'd like to try it.
I guarantee you these are the same nut jobs that were like the Heaven's Gate cult. You ever seen them before?
which squadron are you part of? Ah, the Grand Cosmic one. Ah, no designation or part of any specific battalion or no. Okay, all right. Photos of creatures from a deep sea expedition in a Pacific mining zone. We are mining the bottom of the Pacific? That's gorgeous. Oh, that's so pretty. Why is this
It looks like it would
terrifying?
probably
Dude, that's just
sting
like a
the
little
hell
tiny
out of
tree
you if
living
you
on a
touched
rock.
it.
Just like having a good time. That's just a misrendered texture with spikes, but still looks really cool. Like, imagine a little tiny floating sun just, swam past you. You'd be so excited. Well, I would be so excited. And this is just a slab of bacon with a sweater over its head. I'm not really sure
That's
how this
definitely
works.
something you wouldn't want to touch.
That's
No.
the first one that I've just been confounded by. Like, I don't know what part of this is supposed to do what. Like, like, how do you eat? That's
it's
just
a
a giant
jellyfish.
undersea bug. We have bugs all over the place. They're terrifying. Oh, okay, that one's, yeah, I could do without the hand. Oh, the hand's weird. What in the... Oh, okay. That looks like it's manifold, like all one thing, but it also kind of looks like a vortex of bees. That's cool. That jellyfish
Wow.
thing. What is the Ziploc bag from space
Looks like it's got a
filled with
visible
teeth?
turd
I guess
in
that
it.
sounds terrifying when
It
you
does.
describe it. I don't know. I love animals. Was looking up Munch from the dolls. Oh, so this was on purpose. And found the
Munch.
creepiest eBay listing ever. $18.99 rare fabric doll. $1,975. Dude, I would
That
pay you
looks
to
like
remove
somebody
that
did
from
some
my house.
voodoo with it.
This
Yeah. That looks like dude, be wary of like if it has hair attached to it.
Just thinking of random funny things you could do with a voodoo doll of somebody that you just got a hold of by chance.
Oh gosh.
I don't know, my brain is juvenile, so I just randomly think of like, it's like, hey look, it's a voodoo doll of you.
Oh! Oh, you bastard!
Just like scratch your butt and hold your finger under the nose of the voodoo doll. Oh!
Or an even worse one. You stick the voodoo doll down the back of your pants and you just let a big one rip right in its face. All of a sudden, it's like, he's like outside no matter what he tries to breathe in. It's nothing but fart.
This door at my son's audiologist office. Oh, the big soundproofy ones. Oh, that one just has a dude, I think. It's gonna be a Rorschach-y one, isn't it?
It's
I kind of
Rorschach,
see the
yeah.
skull with like a giant floppy hat. I don't know, this one isn't that bad, in my humble opinion. I'm sorry. On our afternoon stroll, the wheels freak me out. The wheels on the van? It's the car.
That doesn't freak me out as much as that right there.
Yeah.
The man in the mask.
This is like my attention was immediately drawn to that, not the wheels.
Yeah. The wheels on the creeper van go.
Yeah, it very much creeps me out that there is a child within like 3 feet of that van.
Yeah. Rolls down the window like, "Say there, Sonny. You want to go for a stroll down the streets?"
It's like, hey, yeah, that sounds really cool, but right here in this sewer grate, there's a clown offering me some popcorn. I'm gonna go with him instead.
All of a sudden, the kid gets dragged down into the sewers like, "Rats, lost another one. I'll get you, Pennywise."
van, yeah. What? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm staring
Yes.
at the wheels because I'm trying to figure out what the wheels are saying to you that are freaking out because I'm more distracted by whatever this projection thing is in the door. I'm so confused with this. I'm sorry. I just freaking locked up. A fire-nado. Okay, if you see a tornado on fire, we're not gonna place that in oddly terrifying. That is just
PTSD,
terrifying. We don't need the oddly.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a fairly normal thing to be terrified of a tornado that's on fire. This stuffed animal I found at a local Goodwill. Oh my god, there's a book called Crap Taxidermy. You have to go find it.
It looks like a. It looks
That's
like
not crap. That's a masterpiece.
that
What
shit
are you
looks like
talking about?
that shit looks like an outtake from the Fabulous Mr. Fox.
I love the fact that they taxidermied it to look like a kid tried to draw a fox. It's like a kid with like obvious like, you know, potential for art talent. Like once they practice more,
Yeah.
try to draw a fox, and it's fucking hilarious.
It's amazing, and it's full of this. Just people that thought they could do taxidermy and couldn't. And I hate taxidermy, but it's really funny. This doll has been on this property for at least 30 years. Everyone's scared to remove it, so it's just hanging out. Look, he's still trying to fix the conduit cover, all right?
Yeah, I
Just,
wouldn't
that don't
mess with
work.
it either.
Damn, y'all are so impatient. The look in the eyes of this plushy heart. That just seems like an over-enthusiastic teacher or librarian. Like one of those people that expects you to actually care about the homework or something. Also, isn't it a piñata? Because, I mean, you could... Oh, wait, no, it's a plushie. It looks like a piñata, I'm sorry. Maybe it's just my brain being like, yes, smack that with a bat. Victorian
Yes.
homes in San Francisco being moved via horsepower 1908. I love that this was still a thing, and is still, like, very rarely a thing, but it happened all the way up until, like, the 1990s at least, where you just pick up a whole home and move it.
Dude, that's an Amish barn mover, an Amish barn raising. This is like some impressive shit.
Yeah, that's some next level shit.
What I know of the safety standards at the time, this is terrifying. Phantom statues at Vezio's castle in Italy. Okay, that's really cool looking. It's very Nazgul.
I do too.
I was hoping for actual like phantoms where like sometimes they were there and sometimes they weren't. And sometimes you'd look over and they just like having a smoke break or like eating McDonald's, but like frozen. It's like the angels from Doctor Who, but like way more chill and Italian. So like, I don't know, spaghetti burger. Miss America from the Japanese TV show Battle Fever J. Okay. Look, I know there's a negative stereotype of America worldwide, and most
It's disturbing.
Yes, it is.
of it's deserved. Like, you know, check yourself a little. But how is this representing America? Like, we're not even bald eagling it. We're just ping pong eyeballs and scarfing it out today. Look, you know what? This is probably better than what they could have done, so I'm gonna take it. A wax figure of Michael Jackson. Oh no. Oh no. It's not that bad. He looks like he just got.
He looks like he's just like he smelled something horrible. He's like, oh!
It looks to me like his friend just showed him 2 girls, 1 cup.
No. For him, he'll just be like, oh, that's just another Tuesday night at the Jackson house. I'm just joking. There's no little kids involved.
Got told what the bill was at the restaurant, and it was way higher than what he expected. Random old lady that asked me for gas because her car was on empty. Her husband was in the passenger seat, and also the only other car at the station at 11 p.m. Kind of creepy, yeah, but also I've been to enough rural areas to know that some people just like don't do social, and if they think that you might be at all a threat to their car or whatever or anything else, or they just don't trust you, or they still just want something for you, they'll just stare at you. Peanut vendor wearing a suit made of peanuts. Late 1800s to early 1900s. Okay, this is way more dapper than I was expecting.
No, that's great.
Can you imagine the noise? Oh, the noise would be so freaking satisfying. Oh my god. Face pie in a storage room. What? That's not even like a cute face or anything, and it's in a store. What in the god? What are you people doing? The portrait has horror movie vibes, Master Wayne. It does, but also, so does every JCPenney's photo from that era. Like, I think their idea of...
My whole thing is there's the obvious ghosts in the top right. Like, there should be someone, but there's an empty space like a person was supposed to be there.
Like a son that was
But
like an
also,
elder son that was supposed to be.
Good lord, look at the wife though.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, hang on a second. I'll be right back because I gotta get something to illustrate a point with this. Just take me a minute. Sorry.
I kept this face the whole time.
Forgot the camera's up here. Yeah. It's Miss Fucci from Junji Ito vibes for sure.
Yeah.
It's like she's not smiling at the pop figure, but she does smile in the series, and good God, it's like that.
Terrifying. Have to give her some sharp teeth, but it could work.
All of the lights at all times to eliminate all shadows, and then this generic sort of textured background for everything. And everyone just ends up looking like they're not having a good time because they're not. They're in a JCPenney. And they're doing this because mom wanted them to do, which they are. And none of it's organic and it's stupid. Take candid shots with your families. Jesus Christ. Marionette puppets at a children's theme park. I actually find this one really... This looks like this mixture of whatever this is, it personally offended this baker.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, you are gonna freaking get to the correct consistency. The second one just looks surprised, like he just woke up. Was like,
the first guy looks kind of like he's doing the meme.
Yeah.
you are gonna freaking get to the correct.
Yes,
He just saw somebody get hit really hard in the nuts, just like.
Yeah. Do a close up of his face and just add the camera shake. Just add the camera shake to it. Like just all of a sudden, it's like the one guy getting kicked in the balls by the goat in that one like hockey that it's like whap.
Correct consistency. The second one just looks surprised, like he just woke up. Was like, oh my god, I'm at work. And the third one's putting drugs in all the food. Yep. This statue outside a dentist office. There's no. Oh my god. What the hell?
I think that maybe that statue was there before that dentist even moved in, and it would cost too much for that thing to get removed. That's what I think.
This looks like it would be a creepy like ice cream place in the middle of nowhere. At least there's no creepy teeth. This is a horror dungeon. Please just accept that and try to minimize it as much as possible. These two failed taxidermy. Yes, failed. Oh my god. That one might be it.
It's like you're telling your pupper. You're just like, buddy, I'm sorry, but you're adopted.
It's like, hey, buddy. So we gotta go to the vet tomorrow, and I know you're not gonna be happy about it, but they're probably gonna take your testicles.
In crap taxidermy, I'm not
what?
sure.
No.
The second one I've not seen.
Oh,
man.
I think I've seen that first one. Like I said, you gotta check out crab taxidermy. So, this is a real place somewhere in Texas. Baby head sandwich. Not big enough. Oh, yes. Where do I put the rest of it? Empty Times Square. Yeah. During the pandemic, there were a few times when it was really, really quiet. So I went by Times Square like a few times just to be like,
vibes.
yes.
I need to experience this. And it's pretty wild. And I've been in Times Square at 4 o'clock in the morning. And if you're downtown in that area, you just need to keep moving. And I knew Times Square would be safe. Times Square was not empty. There were plenty of police, plenty of people. Lundy the Trader. Look, I don't want to know if Lundy the Trader is still inside that thing. I do see a blown up glove, so I feel slightly better about this, question mark. Creepy wolf in, I'm sorry. There are too many vowels. What? Wait. Sprook
Jess
Wonderland. Kids Park. Netherlands. Yeah, whenever you take mascots and you take them into real life, you are creating evil nightmare fuel. Especially the more detail you add, the worse it's gonna be. Don't do it. Don't do it. I found this during a walk in the woods. And it has found you. That's probably something just practicing. Spray paint? I hope. Hope's a good thing to have. It'll be all you have left once this thing removes your
how
organs.
you doing? I live in the dream.
Yeah.
That's what that log looks like. Stump.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Those are images I wish I hadn't seen. And yeah, this is this once again. The internet is filled with just a shit ton of just craziness.
Mostly, I wish I hadn't seen Miss Fucci in real life because that's haunting.
Yeah. Or there she is.
At all times to eliminate.
There she is. Yeah. Look at her. Look at her.
The whole thing with that story. God, man, she gets worse the longer I look at her. Like, look at her fucking neck.
I know.
Her neck is like twice as long as it should be.
She's got the like.
But that's the whole thing with that story is like they're doing like I think they're doing a movie or they're doing a photo shoot, but she's the model that was like selected from an advertisement. She shows up and everybody's just like, what the hell? Like, because there's something completely not right about the way she looks. It's like that uncanny thing where they're like, why does this person look like this? And then it turns out, like, not only is she weird looking, but she's actually like some kind of monster that eats people.
Junji Ito, man, he knows how to tap into like your psyche and just like absolutely fuck your world up.
He plays on like fears that are like really, I think, in the back of people's minds that they don't really ever explore because it's not something that would come up in real life, but he has that idea and then he expands on it. It ends up being super creepy.
Yes. Anywho, I think that's going to do it. So this was Images That I Wish I Hadn't Seen by MK. Oddly terrifying. And we hope that you all enjoyed. And until next time, I'm Nate.
I am Nick.
Y'all be good people. Take care. Peace.